Hello, my name is Yusuf Ali, and I'm doing Epic East Plano Islamic Center, located on 4700 14th Street, Plano, Texas, 7574. So the architecture of this mosque is a really huge building. It's super wide. It's and it's a huge parking lot. As you enter the complex, you can see that there are two layers of windows. The bottom layer are rectangular windows, and the top are kind of half rectangular, and like the top part is kind of, as you can see in this, is kind of ovalish, right? So these are very large windows that accompany the top and the bottom of it, right? And on the far left is the men's entrance, as you can see over here, and the far right is for the women's entrance, right? The two entrances to this mosque. And the the best thing about this mosque, I think, is the dome. The dome is massive green dome. It has windows around it, right? And it has a minaret. They just recently installed this minaret on top. It's like a moon shaped minaret, kind of, right? So it's a really huge minaret, actually. And one interesting thing about this dome is, in the night, like around the sides of the dome, there are blue lights that illuminate. So it's as if like the dome is illuminating in blue, right? As for the interior of the mosque, when you walk in, there's like a lobby, there's the office, and as you turn to your right, there's a huge hallway that leads to the men's prayer hall. As you can see over here, this is a men's prayer hall. It's just a huge prayer hall. It has one intermediate prayer hall for like parents with their children who make a lot of noise during the prayer, so they won't disturb everyone else in the main prayer hall. Right? It has like a member. It's like a pulpit where the imam, the leader, usually comes for the Friday prayers, and he delivers the sermon. And this area over here is where the prayer is led by the imam, right? Yeah, and in the middle of it is a huge chandelier that hangs on the bottom of the dome, right? So the same thing. This is the interior, and it's the chandelier. And for the women's prayer area, above it's above the men's prayer area, so it's upstairs, right? And there's one upstairs, and then there's like a room on the bottom floor also that accommodates women also, right? It also has a basketball court in the back, a huge gym. It also has a fitness center. Gym has basketball hoops, actually 5 basketball hoops, right? And it has multi-purpose halls, and this gym and these multi-purpose halls are used for many events. So as for the religious tradition, Epic Method considers itself to be part of the religion of Islam. We all practice Islam, right? So a brief history for this mosque is, it started out in 2003 in a small strip mall near the current mosque, and eventually they stayed there for around 5 years, and then they moved to a bigger location that's like right across the current mosque in 2008. So they used that location for around 7 years, and then in 2015 they finished building the current massive mosque that is known by majority of the Dallas Muslim Metroplex, right? It's very famous. It's almost known in other countries now. That's how famous it is. So they've grown a lot since 2003, and yeah, it's a pretty famous mosque now. So as for the inclusiveness or exclusiveness for this mosque, Epic is very, very opening and welcoming to other people of different faiths who are interested in learning about Islam, and it's very common that they give the Shahada, which is like a testimony of faith, just for whenever someone wants to embrace the faith of Islam, they have to come in public and say the Shahada, right? Which is testifying that Allah is the only God and Muhammad, peace be upon him, is his messenger, his final messenger, right? So they do a lot of these. It's almost like multiple of these each month, right? And for the clubs, they have a lot of clubs, a lot of programs, of lectures. They have classes, Sunday school, basketball camps, activities for kids, activities for adults, sports days, you name it. And it's open to uh and some of the events, they're open to a lot of non-Muslims, but most of them are only for the Muslims over here. But um this message, we are very welcoming to everyone who wants to learn about the Deen of Islam. So as for the worship experience here in this mosque, it's, for me especially, like, it's very, very comforting coming here, especially for the night prayer. I come here for the night prayer sometimes, and it's very, very uh one thing I love about this place is it's very spacious and it's nice. So whenever you come inside, you just feel comfort, right? And you feel comfort with all the people standing in unity, listening to the imam praying, uh, praying behind him, listening to the Quran. The voice is very beautiful, right? And it's just a really, really nice place to come and, let your mind rest, find comfort, pray, um, you know. And it's also just, it's a place where we can find peace, and whether you recite the Quran, you pray, you um talk to other people, you give lectures, you seek knowledge. Like, it's just a very uh, comforting experience. Very, you find peace in it. Yeah. So as for the contact, they have a phone number. Uh, they also have a website where you can email them. They're open. Uh, they're open every day of the week, and they're closed from 4 to 6 p.m. I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So that's East Plano Islamic Center. It's located in Plano. Yeah. Okay, and that's my worship site presentation.